Tomorrow, May 22nd, marks 34 years since late-night TV legend Johnny Carson hosted his last Tonight Show. And that evening, we here at KTIV aired a special salute to the man who called Norfolk, Nebraska his hometown. Tonight, our Larry Wentz looks back at how we said goodbye to Johnny in this edition of We the People.
October 1st, 1962 is a day I'll always remember. I was 36 years old, taking my place as host of America's most popular late-night program, The Tonight Show.
For years, millions tuned in each weeknight to watch Johnny Carson. His monologues.
I wasn't going to do a monologue tonight, but
His comedy sketches.
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
Describe Kermit's wedding night.
His interviews and animal interaction.
I want the banana.
I want the banana. Okay, I don't want it.
Doc, give me the banana.
And on May 22nd of 1992, 55 million TVs were tuned in to see Carson's farewell on The Tonight Show. The Kensington Hotel in downtown Norfolk was the site of our tribute to Johnny Carson's last show. We held a live 6 and 10 o'clock newscast in the ballroom here, and we also showed a rare appearance by Johnny Carson in a 1964 movie.
Looking for love on the night Johnny says goodbye on KTIV Channel 4.
The community of Norfolk was very excited about it.
Former KTIV promotions manager Jerry Johnson says doing newscasts from the Kensington Small Ballroom was a challenge. With no internet then, we had to rent a satellite truck to get the signal back to the station. And cabling was everywhere.
But we had to run everything to the left because the right is where we had the food and the banners and the kitchen. We had roasters of hot dogs, and to this day, I think we might still have some.
Live from the Kensington Hotel in beautiful downtown Norfolk, Larry Wentz, Weather Director Kathy Egan, and Sports Director Larry Putney. This is Channel 4 News at 10.
Between the newscast and movie, our Al Jones and then meteorologist Tom Humphreys held contests.
We had people come as their favorite Johnny Carson character, like Karnak. Also, we did Johnny's best sports coats.
The Elkhorn Valley Museum in Norfolk pays tribute to the local boy made good. It is a look back at the life of the late-night icon who hosted The Tonight Show for 30 years, personally hosting roughly 4,500 of those shows. Among the museum's Carson treasures is a montage of his last show and Johnny Carson's final words that night. I bid you a very heartfelt good night.
I think our event really was comforting to them, knowing that they were there, a part of history, and that's the part that they can remember, as well as the final Tonight Show.
Larry Wentz, KTIV News 4.
And we would like to thank the Carson Entertainment Group, the Elkhorn Valley Museum in Norfolk, and Professor Jerry Johnson of Buena Vista University for supplying us with all the video and photos used in this remembrance of Norfolk's Johnny Carson.